Hey everybody, Matt from Better Music, and we're here with Stephen Marks all the way from the UK, and we're going to talk about Blackstar. Steve?
Hi Matt, thanks for having me.
No worries, it's a pleasure.
Cool.
Blackstar been making some really big inroads with new digital technology. We've got some pretty cool products here.
Yeah, absolutely. Blackstar's been on the scene for about 8 years now, and most of the ranges is valve, you know, since Blackstar began. But more recently, we've concentrated on the digital side of things.
Right.
We've got 2 or 3 ranges of that, and rather than, I mean, the market generally we felt was pretty saturated with a particular style of amplifier, and we wanted to do things that were a little different, thinking outside the box a little bit.
Yeah, not just cramming everything in and making it cheap, but actually making something that sounds really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The big focus for the guys at Blackstar, even right up to the top, you know, my first day of working there, I saw a guy on his hands and knees A-Bing between speaker cones, tore up jeans, pretty tatty shirt. I asked him what he was doing, and he was you know, considering speakers for the ID series actually.
Right.
And later on, when I met him officially, he was the MD.
Oh, right.
So when I saw that passion within the brand, I realised that I was onto a good thing, and the tone of the product, the way it looks, is all really focused, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. And the ID cores, they're actually all stereo and and ported as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So I mean, the original digital product that we did was the ID series. We've got an ID 30 here.
Yep.
The aim of that was to bring out a digital product that would suit, you know, the practice amp right through to the live player. You can look at the timber that they use on that amplifier, and you can tell it's built to actually chuck in the back of the van.
Yeah, all the boxes are really solid.
Yeah. But what we found was it was really, because it's got a really unique section on there called TVP, which stands for True Valve Power.
Yeah.
It wasn't really appealing to the younger players because they didn't know what valves would give.
Yeah.
So more recently we brought out the ID Core, which is a more of a budget level practice amplifier, if you like. There's 3 in the range.
But
and we
before we move on, the TVP, that allows you to actually choose a different valve setting. It doesn't have valves in it, but it gives you the feel of a different kind of valve, whether it's an L34, a 6L6, or even a KT.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it gives you the push and pull of the speaker, of a louder valve amplifier, and it gives you a valve tone that is similar to the 34 or the 6L6, depending on which one you've got it set at.
Absolutely. I mean, Ian went and said in the media in the UK for a guitar magazine, you know, that the thing with solid state or digital amplifiers is they sound great at bedroom volume and in the store, but you get them with a live drummer or a live application, and they tend to not give you everything that you need, and it's difficult to mix.
And one of those things is volume, and these amplifiers actually have the volume. You know, you compare a 40 watt transistor amplifier to a 40 watt valve amplifier, regardless of tone, the volumes are completely different, whereas these amplifiers keep up with that valve amp volume.
What I like to say about that, it's to everyone I meet, is it's not meant to win the fight, but it's certainly meant to last all 12 rounds. You know?
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, that's a good analogy. It's worth checking out. That amplifier got a bunch of awards in all the magazines.
Yeah, so we can see here.
Very highly regarded. But moving on to the newer products, the Core.
Yeah, ID Core. So, like I said, I mean, the ID Core is a
stereo.
Practice. Yeah, it's stereo. So that came a little later. We just wanted, you know, again, we were thinking, you know, we need something in the market that is compatible to other brands, you know. For the practice amp area, and it was going to be a single speaker, just a small black box with some cool sounds. And then along the way, the guys decided to go down the stereo route. And one of my very good friends at the office in the UK came up with a feature on there, which is very much a sonic experience that you have to have with the amplifier. It's not so easy to get it across on video, but it's called super wide stereo, and it really immerses you in the effects like reverb and delay more so, but it gives you an impression that you're playing in a stadium. It's really quite cool.
Yeah, right. And it has all the inputs and outputs that you could really ever need.
Absolutely.
Emulated output for recording, headphones,
line in.
USB, is it?
Yep, USB out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it really is all things to all people, and it sounds really good. It's not just a little box that's had heaps of features packed into it. They've really gone all, you know, to the nth degree to get the amplifier to sound great. And I think that's the real bottom line, that these practice amps don't sound like practice amps.
Yeah, and also these days you'll find that there's a lot of amplifiers, guitar brands that are using full range speakers, and we've done this on ID Core.
Yeah.
And it's not so easy to get great guitar tones out of
A
full
little
range
box,
speakers.
yeah.
So when you play audio through here, the experience is fantastic. You know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And we've got the Beam as well.
Yeah,
Sorry?
so this is a very, very current product, the Blackstar ID Core Beam. So it's part of the same family as ID Core.
All the same features, but a few more.
Yeah, a few more features. So Beam is an acronym, so it stands for Bass, Electric, Acoustic Music. So the first big feature really is it's a Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah.
So again, we've got stereo speakers in here. You can stream your audio to here. You know, you can even watch a movie via your tablet and use this as your soundbar, if you like. It sounds amazing.
It really does sound good.
We've got the same 6 guitar voices that you would expect on an ID Core, with the added bonus of 2 acoustic simulators for the electric guitar, 2 acoustic inputs, 2 acoustic voices, and 2 bass voices as well.
Yeah.
Also, the effects have been rewritten for the bass, so we've got a really cool section for bass distortions, where you can blend the overdrive with the clean.
Yeah, and an envelope filter.
And an envelope filter, yeah. So, apart from anything, it's a great desktop amplifier for the home guitar player, but also it's a great USB interface. The speakers are of a very high spec. They've been acoustically tuned to the cabinet.
Right.
So it's a proper birch cabinet. It's ported on each cabinet here for each speaker, so the division is definitely there. You can feel it, and this could be, you know, an all-in-one encompassing central hub for your monitoring and your playback and your playing through as well.
Yeah, you pretty much won't get a better small lounge room amplifier. You know, you don't need to drag the bass amp in there or your acoustic amplifier or whatever. You can just go straight into that.
Absolutely,
with all your instruments, and it's nice and compact and looks cool, so it can sit on the shelf there next to the lounge, and you've got it going on.
In fact, when I come home from a day out on the road, I go into my music room. I got tons of amps in there, you know. Yeah. And my smartphone automatically detects when it's on.
Right.
So you get the beep, and then it's all I plug into.
Yeah, right.
And I got the choice of a lot of amps.
Yeah, very cool. And lastly, the Fly. Yeah,
so the Fly, we wanted to have a go at building a small battery-powered mini amplifier.
Okay.
And there's a lot out on the market already, but we felt that they weren't musical in the sense that you could actually get a nice clean tone and a nice overdrive. You know, they were kind of a bit more of a toy.
Yeah. Look, I think that's one of the key things with Blackstar in general, is that they're really going out of their way to make their products sound really good and really realistic. And it even goes all the way down to this little guy here, which you can double as your computer monitor speakers as well.
Yeah, so...
And they do a good job.
Absolutely. You've got, like, obviously your guitar input, 2 channels with gain and volume. You've even got a built-in tape echo delay, so you can give your guitar some ambience.
Cool.
Blackstar's patent ISF, so you can get your American or British style tonalities.
Infinite shape feature, so British to US.
Yeah. Line in, line out, of course. So the batteries go in the back here. You can use this at the barbecue. You can take it camping. Yeah. You can take it on holiday if you've got a guitar with you. And then we've got the extension speaker option here as well, mains as well as battery. And like you said, because again the speakers are linear, full range, you can use this as your computer monitors.
Yeah, very cool. Well, why don't we have a listen to the ID Core Beam with a few instruments in it? And
absolutely. Okay, so I'm just going to give you some examples of some of the great tones you can get from the Blackstar ID Core Beam. Okay, so this is the acoustic voice number 1. It's very much a flat sound with a bit of reverb. This is the second acoustic voice, a little bit more dynamic, a bit more of a mid-scoop, and we've added some chorus. This first bass voice that I'm going to show you is just a standard clean tone. This second bass voice, I've added an undercurrent of overdrive because you can blend the two signals together. Sounds really cool. Here's one of the really nice sparkly clean tones. Here's one of the high gain sounds with some super wide stereo delay. So I'm going to now Bluetooth and stream a drum backing track that I have on my smartphone and then play along wirelessly.